Welcome. We're here this morning with Cecil Robles, the CMO of 3rdBevCo. Cecil, it's an absolute pleasure to have you with us. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Michael. Thank you.
Absolutely, Cecil. It's our pleasure. We're very happy to have you here. Excited to learn a little bit more about 3rdBevCo. So let's start with an overview of the company. What does it do? And can you give us a look at the current financial position and where you guys are at right now?
Absolutely. So first, thanks for having me again as your guest today. Really, the 3rdBevCo, we call it a new kind of beverage company for the 21st century. Our flagship non-alcoholic brands, I want to make an emphasis on that, non-alcoholic brands really do offer a delicious taste, variety, and health benefits that today's mindful and sober, curious consumer wants from all of our research and study. And we've also done some initial testing of one of our brands called Lade, which is a new kind of energy drink. It was a total hit. We released 300,000 cans in the New York City area, and they were quickly gobbled up by a thirsty crowd. And so we're currently in production of another one of our brands called Prosecco. It's the first of its kind sparkling Italian non-alcoholic champagne. And we've enriched it with vitamins, with antioxidants. Plus, it has 0 calories, 0 carbs, or sugars. And on the financial front, we are among the first beverage companies in the US to be qualified for what's known as a Reg A Plus offering. That means it's open to the general public. And we're currently offering shares at $1 per share. We're raising up to $50 million by offering 40 million shares of common stock at $1 each and 5 million warrants. And the minimum investment is only $500. And so we're going to be using the proceeds from that offering to really begin the production of all of our brands and roll them out in our 30,000 plus distribution locations.
Fantastic. Okay, let's talk about the business model side of it a little bit. Who is your main client base? What does your business stack look like? And how do you attract new business to the company?
Well, our aim is really to be the new Red Bull of non-alcoholic brands. And to this end, we've developed 4 flagship brands, each targeting a specific market segment, including sparkling champagne, energy drinks, a CBD-infused energy shot, and a medicinal mushroom functional beverage chock full of health benefits. And really, booze-free is the mantra of the millennial and Gen Z generations. These younger consumers, they make up our client base, along with women 35 to 55 who are likewise looking for healthier, non-alcoholic options. And with that said, our drinks also appeal to a wide spectrum of consumers who have jumped on the what we call anti-buzz bandwagon. And our Rockstar team has 150 plus years of combined experience in the beverage space, covering operations, manufacturing, and marketing. So for example, our head distribution chief, Chris Alfieri, helped create dynamic double-digit growth for Red Bull and negotiated a major distribution deal for Bang Energy. Andrew LaRocca, who sits on our advisory board, has represented companies like Miller Beer, Heineken, Corona. And so our marketing guys really do know how to get it done, and we're heavy on distribution and marketing.
That's terrific. Let's talk differentiators of the business as well. What are some things that set Bevco apart in your space? You've talked a little bit about your different brands and some of the products. Obviously, it's a fascinating space that you're in, but what things really set you guys apart from some of your competitors that may be out there?
Yeah, so like I just mentioned, our team is highly experienced in the beverage space. We really put a lot of focus on attracting the right team, and they really understand what it takes to gain market share in a crowded field. Second, each of our 4 flagship brands has really been developed to target an industry segment that is ripe for innovation. So for example, Lade, which is our energy drink, provides more than a quick boost of energy. It also fuels sexual performance and increases focus. And then there's Prosecco, which is the first of its kind non-alcoholic sparkling champagne. It's delicious, it's booze-free, and it really provides health benefits at the same time. So we believe that each of our beverages could really become the next Red Bull in its segment. Obviously, we're not, a Red Bull, but we're the Red Bull in each of those segments. And that's really what we're focused on. And so finally, with our distribution partners in place and our operational experience in the beverage industry, we really do expect to quickly gain market share. We've created all new first to market brands. And that's really, really important because if you look at a company like Red Bull, they were the first energy drink to market and they haven't been able to be taken off of the hill yet. You look at 5 Hour Energy, again, the first of its category. And again, Other brands have tried to come in with a lot of money and they haven't been able to take their place yet as the top energy shot. So that's really what our focus is. And each of these meets the TAP test, which stands for taste, affordability, and premium quality ingredients. Really, no other brand can compare to that.
Amazing. Okay, to the extent that you can share this, obviously not giving away the full plans of the company, but what are some plans and some highlights and some goals for growth and development for Bevco? What are you guys aiming for in 2022 in terms of driving the business forward?
Yeah, so we plan to hit the ground running with national rollouts planned for each of our four flagship brands. That's what we're raising funds right now for in our Reg A Plus. It begins with Prosecco, which is currently in production right now. As a matter of fact, we just put out a video of our labels and cans being put together for the production run with market delivery planned for Q3. Our distribution partners that we already have agreements with are really itching because of the level of volume that we had in our rollout in our test market. They're really itching to get their hands on the first of its kind non-alcoholic sparkling champagne, which is Prosecco. And look for each of our other flagship brands to undergo some further market testing in 2022 with rollouts planned for early 2023.
Excellent. Okay, and then speaking to a retail investor audience, obviously a big part of who Benzinga caters to and who we syndicate our news and our updates to. What should a retail investor audience keep an eye on for from Bevco in the immediate rest of Q2 and also to a larger extent the rest of this year?
Yeah, look, millennials and Gen Z make up a significant portion of the consumer economy. Uh, they want less sugar, fewer additives, and fewer ingredients that read like a science experiment gone bad on the ingredients label. Millions of people are choosing to stay sober instead of getting too drunk to function. There's a number of statistics on that. And as a result, the alcohol industry is practically being forced right now to revamp how and what they manufacture, market, and sell. Interestingly, there's another factor behind the cultural shift to buzz-free drinking habits. It's something virtually no one could have predicted to happen. But in two words, it's called social media. Before social media was invented, you could let loose at the club or at the bar, without worrying whether some embarrassing image or video would turn up online. And that's just not the case today, right? So the big beverage brands understand they need to cater to a market that wants healthier, non-alcoholic options, lower calories, and ethical sourcing practices. And that's really where the third Bevco comes in. We're in the sweet spot where we believe the trend is heading. We believe it's it's really the making of a perfect storm and a generational shift, and one that spells a potential big time opportunity for early stage investors.
Outstanding. Really, really interesting points. Obviously, a fantastic and interesting business model. We're looking forward to seeing where this goes. Cecil Robles, CMO of 3rd Bevco. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.